I'm Mrs. Gana Jegideva, and I'm also by profession an English language lecturer at the University of Malaya a long time ago. But now I've retired and I still continue to have connection with the Sai Baba Center. What Carnatic music is about. It is very, very spiritual in its content, and it depends on the famous four teachers. Originally, Purandara Rasa, he was the one who set Carnatic music very importantly, followed by the Trinity. And there were many gurus who began to be experts at this teaching. And so Carnatic music became very popular in recent times. My connection with CHONG CHIU SEN began when I joined the Sai movement. With the Satya Sai Baba group in Bangsa, CHONG CHIU SEN was a very small boy at that time, and I was quite an active Balvikas guru there.
My name is CHONG CHIU SEN. I born in a Chinese Hakka family. Religion, I'm actually Buddhist, but after when I learned music, I started practicing more on Hinduism and actually a little bit of both. The story behind my Indian name Sai Madhana Mohan Kumar, practically it's given to me by my music guru by the name of Srimati D.K. Pattammal. My spiritual guru, which is Satya Sai Baba, I used to go to Andhra Pradesh in India to visit, to get his darshan. Darshan means to get the glimpse of the Lord, of the Guru. I have a longing for an Indian name for a very long time. So I asked for a very long time, but he did not give me an answer. But instead he told me, Satya Sai Baba, he just said, good boy, good boy. 1 year after that, I went to Chennai, which is India, in South India. And that's when I met my guru, Srimati D.K. Pattammal, and she named me Sai Madhana Mohan Kumar. Sai, it's because I'm a Sai Baba devotee. Madhana means Cupid. Mohan Kumar, because I like a melody called Mohanam. Why Kumar? Kumar is like the last name. She said, you are my grandson, Mohan Kumar. As I said, I started from bhajan singing, like prayer songs, Hindu prayer songs in Satya Sai Baba Center. After some time, I feel that I want to know more about music. After my A-levels, I went straight to India with that little saving, about 900 ringgit, I believe. Around there, I went to Chennai in year 2002. Instead of learning music, I actually got drawn into Bharatanatyam, Indian dance. And one day, while I was dancing, I stopped. Practically, I attracted to the music so much. While the music was playing, I got lost in that process. My dance teacher discovered, and she said that I think your interest is more into music. Sadly, the first few teachers, it didn't work out. Actually, I got cheated quite a bit. And I have only about 150 rupees balance. That is about 10 ringgit Malaysia. And I called my mom, and my mom said that never mind, forget about all this, and you come back the next day. I told my mom I will give a last try. I have this book, one musician directory. I simply just flipped a few pages. So I simply randomly just pick a few names. So I pick 3 names. One is M.S. Subbulakshmi. Second is D.K. Pattammal, which is my guru. Third, Vedavali. Random. Second person I called was Srimati D.K. Pattammal, my guru. She answered the call. I don't know why, when she answered the call, I felt connected instantaneously. And I talk quite fast. So I say that, hi, my name is CHONG CHIU SEN, I'm from Malaysia. Can I talk to you? I want to learn music, but I got cheated, blah, 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 blah. She couldn't get anything at all. She herself said, oh, China, you want music? Come day after tomorrow. For about 1 hour plus, 1 hour 45 minutes. Finally, I found her house and I was at the compound of her house. As I stepped into her house at the walkway, I don't know why I started tearing. I started crying. There is so much inside me. I started pouring so much. I started crying. I don't know why. And I said, I don't have money. She said, don't worry. Come. I'll give you lunch. You come in the morning, I'll give you breakfast, I'll give you lunch. You learn your music every day and have meal here. She always asked me, what is your name? And I said that CHONG CHIU SEN. She couldn't pronounce it. She said that if anybody asks you whether you are TK Pattammal student, tell them you are not. Tell them you are TK Pattammal's grandson. So from now on, I'll give you a new name, Mohan Kumar. Carnatic music is typically, at the moment, it is known as South Indian classical music. There is this legendary singer by the name of Padma Vibhushan Dr. M. Balamurali Krishna. To him, he said, Carnatic music, what is Karna? Karna means ears. Okay? Whatever that is soothing and beautiful to the ears is Carnatic. And therefore, every music, if you sing it beautifully and soothing to the ears, it is called as Carnatic music. Instruments depends on what performance. So usually, like me, I'm a vocalist. I will have a violin player, a mridangam, drum, include something called the gatam. Gatam, it's like the clay pot instruments. And then you also have kanjira. It's like a tambourine. They have something very unique called the mursing. You put in the mouth and then it's all under percussion. But in my concert, I use harmonium. Whatever that I have, I will use. I'm a lost soul when I went to India, so I tried everything. Carnatic music, I believe, is something very, very, very difficult. But I think it is because of her love. And that has really changed my perceptions, in fact, about music. In India, this Carnatic music, there is this system where you pass on a style of music from generation to generation. It depends on your teacher. I don't change any of her song. I will keep it as it is. Because I know the same thing when I taught my student, they will learn exactly the same way and they will pass on generation to generation. I don't have a particular group. I will try to call whomever that is available to perform with me. And most of the time, I will give opportunities to my students, particularly to sit on the stage. Because when you learn from a teacher, especially in music, right, when you learn it's different. And when you perform, it's completely different. I just want to give them the stage performance experience. Because when you go on stage, a lot of things change.
I think for CHONG CHIU SEN has been an inspiration for many of us. It's not easy, definitely, for a Chinese, from the background that he's from, to come into Indian music.
I know him for more than 20 years. I met him during the bhajans. What are the challenges as a Chinese? He need to learn the Indian languages, and he managed to do it well. In Malaysia, so there are challenges also for him, because not many people will recognize you as a classical musician when you are not Indian. Okay, so we are Chinese, so it's a bit difficult for him also.
How he influences my style of music. He fine-tunes our style, our music style, and whether be it instrument or be it vocal. Usually in Indian classical music, we follow the teacher's style. So he follows his teacher's style, and he imbibes that style in his students.
For me, it's like before I met him, singing was more like a freestyle lah. So just sing whatever comes. And after I met him, there's more learning about technicalities of singing, the structures. So I never knew all that until I met him. So I've been learning a lot from him.
Challenges, practically it's a language, I think. Language is very difficult. Language, but I enjoy learning them. Being a Chinese origin, I'm doing something different on other people's culture and tradition. So I might, sometimes they are judgmental people out there. So, but the interesting part is I must always make sure that I learn the song. If an Indian musician have to practice a song maybe 10 times, I will make sure that I do it 100 times before I go on the stage. Because I believe I might be criticized. So I just want to make sure that I keep up to my guru's name.
He's one of the younger ones now, and he's considered very, very highly. First of all, being Chinese, his devotion to Carnatic music is exemplary. Not many young musicians are as devoted as he is. So in Malaysia, he is considered one of the foremost people. Because as a Chinese, to pronounce the Tamil Tirupugal is extremely difficult. Even Tamilians cannot, but he is so capable of doing it. And many of the Indians are shocked at the pronunciation that is so perfect. And so we consider him really a miracle boy.
During the pandemic, very tough. Emotionally, definitely affected me a lot. You don't get to perform. You don't get to share your music. You don't get to see your students. You don't get to go out. Quite depressing. So and you don't travel, and your income definitely affected tremendously, because as a performer, I'm a full-time performer. So if you don't perform, you get nothing. Online student, everybody that time having financial difficulties, so you can't really charge them also, and I cannot just stop them just because they don't pay. So I continue. I was feeling quite down, quite low. Everything, if you plus together, is I can only see one word called depression. And I believe as a musician, right, when we sing a song, we must project different emotion. So I'm very used to it. To like, if I'm feeling depressed, I know the way to cut it off. That's how music actually changed me. So I'm so used to it to change my emotion constantly. So when I'm depressed, I'll try to do something else. So what I did this time was I tried to learn more. I don't want to lock myself and just learn only Carnatic music. So this time I went into folk music. So I learned a bit of the Tulu, I learned a bit of a Konkani, and I learned a bit of Telugu songs, all different dialects. So I learned quite a bit. So I make use of that 2-3 years to learn as much as possible. I think the current state in Malaysia is slowly improving, because many years back, I think that it was kind of low. It is because I feel there are too many musical schools opened by a lot of local music students. The authentic Carnatic music is not spread properly in Malaysia, I feel. But it is improving. It is improving because we have a lot of people from India. It's coming here to teach. Hopefully we will have more professionals to come over to teach this beautiful art. My advice to the youngsters is practically just keep learning and keep learning, because music is like an ocean. I don't think in one lifetime you will be able to master this music at all. Of course, fame and popularity will come along with it, but if you are humble, if you learn and you're good enough, you don't have to chase for fame. It will be there. And this music, definitely, you need to be sincere, you need to be dedicated, you need to be very devoted to your teacher. Once you start this musical journey, it's all about learning. There is no ending. It is not about like studying a book. This book is like your life. Thank you.